Yeah, this is Point Black coming in on the midnight edition. You know what I'm saying? With some facts, crack backs, coming with the heat from the street and coming with the flow straight from the barrio. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving them no ease, cause their ass is greasy. So we got to watch these people because they have all types of Luciferian shit going on in our government. You know what I'm saying? And then want to sit up here and justify their actions by saying that they never did anything. You know what I mean? Want to walk away squeaky clean every time. But today, we not playing them games. You're not going to be walking away out of our government, and we should not allow any individual to come in our government, do this garbage, and then expect to walk away looking like Mr. Hero, such as Bill the Goat Gates and his stupid parents. You know what I mean? They want to do garbage all across the planet, but still want to come over here in the Americans' face and act as if like they never did nothing, and they supposed to be held as a hero. For some reason, these people love us to celebrate their scoundrels. You know what I mean? And we're not going to be celebrating no bloodthirsty scoundrel anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the police department, I noticed that the police department was definitely trying to bring a case where they were saying that they want to be able to sue the general public in case they go do an arrest and they try to beat them up or shoot them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the way I look at that is the police department needs to be able to make an arrest, do what they have to do, and do not bear the consequences only outside of stepping outside of the law. Once they are in the rights of the law, then they must be protected to be able to protect our nation and our country and our community and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to suing the general public, in a sense, you know, that cannot be. But the full protection of them based on the fact that you are staying within the law. You know what I'm saying? And that is the point. You see what I'm saying? And now when they overstep their boundaries in like what happened when we saw the Chavez on George Floyd neck or whatever, and he said, "Yeah, go to sleep." Those need to be prosecuted at its fullness of the fullness of the law. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because people like them could have easily changed it around and say it was his fault. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, you're not there to fault anything. You are there to make an arrest, do what you have to do. If George Floyd had stepped out of boundaries and punched one of them in the mouth or something, then we could understand him being fully arrested and prosecuted for his crimes. But when it comes to other stuff, you know, you cannot be suing the general public based on the fact that you can go out, beat a dude, choke him to death, and then say that he hit you and try to change the whole thing around. That has to stop. You know what I'm saying? But as far as people doing garbage to the police officers and then turning around and suing the police officer, that can't happen either. So we have to start straightening up our hood and the wickedness that our people are doing based on disrespecting the law. We're beginning to see a whole lot of things transpiring, even with China. You know what I'm saying? Making statements about attacking our cities and all kinds of garbage, and then deleting the posts. You see what I'm saying? And making threats like that. Yeah, because they're building up over there in Taiwan. They're sending an oil tanker full of nothing but troops. These troops are over there training every day, all day. We can't have that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be well aware because this vaccine program seems to have a lot to do with the selling out to those people. So we got to pay attention here. They're all up in our medical field as well. Notice every time you turn around, that's all you see sometimes is these people talking about the CDC and all this different stuff. They are beasts. And I'm not cutting no short on them. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to Como, he needs to walk away with a dignity and face his crimes as a man. You know what I'm saying? just saying sorry don't cut it. You know what I mean? He has pushed and bullied for far too long. We must show more, he must show more respect than that. What he did was expose, like I said before, the even Democrats and their garbage. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to seal them records now, to cover his behind. They are very good at that particular issue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching Chuck Levine and that bald-headed brother of the globed out looking stupid. Look like he done sucked some blood and running right with him. You know what I mean? He's a sellout and a damn black fool. You know what I'm saying? So don't come with that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because they have done this in our face. Right in our face. Now we see more children are getting sick. Yeah, because you tested the parents, gave them some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then vaccinated them, and then the CDC itself said that you can pass the Delta variant or even catch it, even though, because they're giving it to you. Of course you're going to catch it. And then you're going to be able to pass it to your family members. So be aware of the trickery game that they're playing. We don't even know if this is a plot that when we get attacked by a foreign country, they push that button and everybody can't even defend themselves because they damn sure pushing the military saying that they only had a couple of weeks to be fully vaccinated. You know what I mean? So we have to start paying more close attention to these beasts and the game that they're playing. We have to be more smarter than that. You know what I mean? Because we notice that a lot of white people or even black people or whatever race of people sit around you and they spy for the beast and then go back and tell them everything that you said. Like sort of the people who live underneath me. They seem to be doing the same garbage, looking like a damn monkey fool. And I'm not no joking dude to be joking with when it comes to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And now we see that. You know what I mean? The children are getting sick because you're either testing those kids or vaccinating them. So don't tell me that. He is lying about the vaccines to me. They're going back and forth and all type of breakthroughs and all kinds of garbage, 100, 300,000, 400,000, 700,000 showing up at the hospital, you know what I'm saying, infected. Yeah, because you tested them up the nose and gave it to them. Don't come with that garbage. And we need to pay more close attention to that. You know what I mean? And what we need to know is how good it is when the vaccinated are dying or getting sick. So how good is it? You know what I'm saying? But I thought, like I said, it was life-saving. So we see the garbage in which they preach, and then they do some other garbage. You know what I mean? Even looking at my man Daniel Griffin, he keeps saying the same old garbage. How good. But when 400 a day, you know what I'm saying, 400,000 a day, you know what I'm saying, is showing up, he's really, to me, he was reading off a script. Anyway, just like Anthony Papachi, the Weasel. He's lying. Just like Daniel Griffin, he's lying. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's deep state as well. All these people are in our medical field, and we have not had take time to really notice what was going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put out all these social media like TikTok and Instagram, all these things to keep you distracted from, them and the bullshit that they're doing. So we have to pay more close attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We are testing children and they're going to get sick, possibly maybe even die from their bull garbage. Griffin's is down with them. Even his statistics on vaccinated. And they keep saying the unvaccinated is the one causing all of this. But the unvaccinated has been tested. A lot of them has been tested as well. Up the nose, and you gave them some shit. So now you could rotate this thing and make all kinds of statements, forgetting what Como did in the beginning with fake bodies that probably was already dead long before this thing got here. He was doing those people up with all kinds of garbage in there, and then gonna say that they had corona. See? No. Where's the bodies? Where the autopsies to make sure that that is what they died from? A whole floor in the hospital wiped out. How that happened? You see what I'm saying? How that happened. So a whole bunch of lies, and they ran in this game. Once they got everybody to get tested, vaccinated, then they running down the road with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then acting as if like we forgot about the beginning. I will never forget about the trick they pulled in the beginning here in New York. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talking about the vaccinated. That's bull. You know what I'm saying? The unvaccinated and so forth. You know what I mean? More and more are getting infected from even the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? You know, using the name Delta. You know what I'm saying? Delta, that sounds like a mission. You know, a military mission. You know what I mean? Is a lie to me. You know what I mean? It's coming from the testing. Let's be honest. And the vaccine, you know what I'm saying? This clown, you know, Griffin or whatever his name is, Daniel Griffin, you know, is confused, you know what I'm saying? More and more dying from testing up the nose. Let's be frank here. You know what I mean? It looks like News 12 too. You know, to me, it's down with the deep state, which we probably already seen during the election. He even saying, you know, vaccinated, you know, still can get sick. You know, so they lied. So they lied. Don't come with that garbage. So they lied. You know, he's even saying cats, dogs, you know, chickens, you know what I'm saying? You order fries to go. You know what I mean? He's even saying it's in cats, dogs, chickens, and everything. You know what I mean? It's in everything. Corona's in everything. So you can tell he lying with that stupid statement. You know what I mean? Because if any dogs or cats got it, you gave it to them. So the vaccine is so much. He's saying the vaccine is so much better. You know, he's lying. It is not that much better. No vaccine is that much better. No vaccine is that much guaranteed. Anybody should know that no medicine or have any sense of medicine should know that vaccines are not 100%. And it never was and it never will be. Because the compounds they use to make it is bull. This ain't about no healing. This is about putting something in us from somebody sold us out to China, probably. So let's get that straight. You know what I mean? I ain't trusting none of these fools. They up to garbage and they know they are. And these dumbass Americans who run around here protecting these beasts ain't no more than beasts themselves. So I expect you to do garbage. You know what I mean? Talking about it so much better. He's lying about everything. You know what I mean? He said that up there on News 12. People is why people is dying is what he trying to say. You know what I mean? He's trying to say because of people who ain't been vaccinated or the people, whatever. This dude is confused because he's lying. The fools like, you know, these type of fools like Daniel Griffin, do your own, don't listen to him, do your own research. Do not follow clowns like him or Como. You know what I mean? Como has got to go and he's gone. So let's keep it moving. There's no other way. He must be prosecuted and removed and not allowed to be in our government anymore. He has disrespected and hurt New Yorkers in every way that he possibly could think of, bullying people and making jokes and characteristics and garbage. Millions have died because of this fool. You know what I mean? Let's be 100. He is a deep stater. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? Como ain't nothing but a mother deep stater, you know, talking about Trump. You know what I mean? Como don't have no room to talk about anyone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no room to talk about no Trump or no one at all. Now, Como did do crack and set New Yorkers up into COVID-19. A certificate of vaccination identification, and killed many seniors. You know what I mean? He killed many seniors. Let's be honest here. Now they are, you know, they are to his rescue. You know, Rita, I think her name is Rita Galvin or whatever her name is, Como's attorney. Yeah, she's going to lie for him, so he ain't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, everybody was, you know, everybody trying to step in the way, you know what I'm saying, to protect this fool. You know what I mean? She's lying as well. She's going to try to turn this whole situation with this man around and make everybody else the victim, you know what I'm saying, but not Como. You know what I'm saying? We can't allow that. We can't allow that. He has to stand for his crimes. And he has to pay for what he did to the people in the nursing home because that is wrong. You know? And where's the records on that? Of all these dead bodies he pulled out the nursing homes and the hospital. Where the records? Where the autopsies? Where the examinations? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was worrying about getting sick and believing what he said. But like I said again, nobody was sick in New York State until he pulled that trick, put them restrictions till he damn near restricted people clean out of their mind. You know, no money, stores closing down, all this and the third. You see what I'm saying? Grocery stores running out of supplies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all kinds of shit going on. Restricting till the people got, tired and got, and they wanted things back to normal. So then he created these mega testing sites. Let's not forget the mega testing sites. And that's how a lot of people got this stuff in them to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now they're coming back sick, from the test. So of course they're gonna say, oh yeah, see, I told you, Corona's out there, y'all need to get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to turn it around. That's what they're trying to do. And make everybody else the victim, but not Como. Just like the nursing home, like I said, where's the records on that? Where are the bodies? And a full investigation and a full examination of those bodies. You know what I'm saying? To me, they were already dead. To me, was they already dead? He's saying it was already here. But how do we know it was already here? Who proved that? He used that to slide his behind out. But who proved what he said? Nobody. Where did they put the bodies? And where did they get the bodies from? Because it was a lie. And by bringing out those bodies, he created this whole bullshit along with restrictions on New York. You know what I mean? To set up New Yorkers. You know what I'm saying? But where's the records on this? I ain't hearing nobody talking about these records. Like I said, Bush knocked down the World Trade Center. He did the same thing. Where's the records on that? They sealed. Where's the ballot? All the ballots that needed to be checked. You know what I'm saying? Those are sealed. Democrats are known for that. They still steal and they seal. The demon Democrats believe in stroking your mind. You know what I'm saying? By causing great catastrophes and shocking your brain. So be careful and watch everything they do. Still sealed in them documents. We need them to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Because they, like I said, they believe in stroking your mind and then trying to justify it. So one of the things they will have to do is seal the records. Because the records are proof that they're not squeaky clean and they're full of doo-doo. That's why they seal the records, because they want to come back in your face and continue to do the things they do. Like what they did in the nursing homes and hospitals. He's up there trying to beg for mercy. You know what I'm saying? Who begged for the nursing home seniors who he killed? You know what I mean? You tell me. Talking that yin yang patty about give a dog a bone. You know what I'm saying? He saying even all the good old bullshit that he talking about. But who's fighting for those people in the nursing home is the question. You know what I mean? He said he tried to make a statement saying that the bodies and all this that we saw, they put them in trailers and, carrying the bodies and we won. No, we did not win. We lost. Let's get that straight. Right here, right now. Don't let nobody say that bullshit to you and then you believe them. We did not win this war. We lost hugely. You know what I'm saying? Hugely. As we see, they are building up these militaries over there. China sending millions of militaries to Taiwan. What is that about? We don't know, but we're still watching. Now they're making statements and jokes. hmm I told you. I told you, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Talking about we won when we saw all these bodies and then all these restrictions and everybody got and then we won, we lost. That's a lie. We lost and we still losing. You know what I mean? He is full of doo-doo. Let's be honest. Facts and point motherfucking black. You know what I'm saying? We lost. He needs to step away from government forever with some damn respect if he choose him and his stupid brother. You know what I mean? But he has a lot to answer for. Many innocent loved ones need answers. Just saying it was already here, is not going to cut it. Is not going to cut it because now the children are under fire. Many infected. Anthony Fauci, the weasel, also needs to go. You know what I mean? He deceived many and lied under oath. We must hold these official lawmakers accountable because when they pull these kinds of tricks, you know what I'm saying, many are taken away. Many play the fool. You know what I'm saying? Many are taken away because many played the fool. Falling behind beastly bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now we hear, that the armed forces have just, over 1 month to be fully vaccinated. All our military members, imagine that. Bad move. Bad move. If you ever learn anything from me, you don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? You have over 1 month to be vaccinated. This is not a good move at all. Because if this backfires, it could lead to our country completely, defenseless. Let's be honest here. If this backfire could leave our whole country completely defenseless and in a chaotic chaos because of foolish leaders, you know what I mean, who is making stupid decisions, calling it they making stupid decisions like the Pentagon and these different people, calling it a new policy by the Defense Department announced, you know what I'm saying? I think his name is Lloyd Augustine. He made the announcement on some Monday, evening coming from the Pentagon. You know what I mean? Saying they're seeking the president approval. Dr. I guess his name Brazil or whatever his name is a demon, and he's a Democrat. He's on the Democratic Party anyway. So so is the lieutenant governor. She's a demon Democrat as well. So we see who has messed up New York. Messed up New York bad. Black people need to get out of their garbage. Get out of their garbage because they've been doing this shit for 47 years and better and even longer than that. Going way back for real. Even in South Carolina, there's a story of a woman fighting for her life, saying she contacted COVID-19 while she was giving birth in the hospital. No, you gave it to her because you probably tested the woman. Don't come with that garbage. You know what I mean? So she's giving birth. The hospital in South Carolina, I think it's Lancaster. You know what I mean? Sierra Chubb. You know what I mean? But was she tested before? Is the question. You know what I'm saying? Now we see Mr. DeSantis is catching heat from the Democrats down there, saying the Delta's on the rise. The Delta is definitely on the rise. But Mr. DeSantis needs to stand up because the rise is coming from the testing from the very beginning of thing, because I'm sure so many, in his state was tested. He probably damn near tested the whole state. So you gave it to them. You know what I mean? So many will now start, you know, will now start showing up, you know, using the name Delta. Like I said, it sounds like a military mission. You know what I mean? When we look at 73,000 infected last week, yeah, they damn near tested the whole damn state. All got tested up the nose. And you shoved it up their nose. Don't come with that garbage. They gave it to them in the test, up the nose. More than 300 deaths, you know, within a 7-day period, you know. We need to check them on them test kits and what they're doing, because why are you still testing when you have the vaccine, which doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So once they started testing, that is when the numbers started coming in. You know what I mean? There weren't no numbers until you started going up people's nose. No one was sick before this testing garbage. Talking about mega testing sites and shit. You know, DeSantis needs to do more tracing. He needs to trace more better. You know what I mean? That's what he needs to do, you know, and start playing ball with these people. And you will, you know, lose your position as being a hero, you know what I mean, on the Republican stand. You're already losing ground because you're playing ball with these fools, you know what I mean? So your status is now probably losing your ground, you know what I mean? Don't let them push you around, you know what I mean? Even looking at how, you know, even looking at Como, you know, how he hid in the nursing home numbers and shit, you know. He hiding the numbers, you know. What kind of shit is that? He was hiding the numbers because they, you know, he knew for well that would catch up to him one day anyway, you know. He's hiding the numbers. Don't let them push you around. You know, he's hiding the numbers. So we see here what's really going on. So we have to find ourselves, you know, in a better position than dealing with these people, because to me, you know, he was murdering millions of Long Islanders before we knew they were stacking bodies. They were stacking bodies, you know. So Point Blank is going to cut it off right here. I want y'all to think about some things, get your mind open, start doing some research, understand how it works, you know, and let's get with it. We ain't got time to be playing with these people. If they don't want to come up, we gonna come up ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because we cannot afford an invasion because of the weakening of our nation to this bullshit. You know what I mean? So this is Point Black, PBN, Point Black National News, coming in hard and off the card, coming with that flow straight to the barrio. Saying no man precedes his mother, for the General Sarah Sultan City has taught us no man precedes his mother. And if you do, you need to prove it to us so we can do the research on it and find out how that works. You know what I'm saying? So this is BBN saying, Ra, stay for Ra. Ra, stay for Ra. One.